Good morning, fans. This is your girl from Mel's Mat Chat, and this is episode 354 of the podcast. Now, I want to have a right off the bat just thing. I had a bit of an issue with my boyfriend, and I had to take care of that. And I really don't want to get into it, but I had to take care of it, and it caused me not to watch All In. But I did watch it like a day and a half later. So I'm thinking if everything goes right and whatnot, and I could get home on a decent time because I'm going out tonight, and I'm not going to be home for the rest of the evening after today. Um, Maybe I'll do a review of All In on, like, I'll record it and then I'll just launch it sometime next week, like on a Monday. So you have like a little bit of I'll record it. I don't, so it's because I know it's going to be not like filtered through, but I'm going to still do the recording, upload it, and whatnot, and do it that way. So I know that I did it, and I know that you know that I did it. So yeah, I'm going to think about doing that. Tomorrow, hopefully before around between 3 and 5, I will be going live with the preview and predictions of Bash in Berlin. Now, I found out that they're going to be in Berlin, so hopefully, if everything, but if not, it's going to be right after SmackDown. Also, I will be going live right after Bash in Berlin, and then Sunday is a little bit of spiciness. We're going to do a little bit of No Mercy preview and predictions on my OnlyFans now. I'm also thinking about maybe doing a dual recording, like do that and then redo it with clothes on, and then put it up on YouTube. I'm thinking about that, and then I'm gonna review it on OnlyFans. So it's only $5 a month at Real Mel's Mat Chat. If you need the link, I will put it out on a post here. Also, I will be then right back here on Tuesday to do the Fallout show for NXT, either Tuesday or Wednesday, depending on my schedule, because next week I got to get ready for my son to come home. He's going to be coming home. And Thursday will be the week from today. I will be going live with episode 355 due to the fact that my son's coming home, and I'm going to have to do preview and predictions for All Out. And then I'm going to probably have to do the review right afterwards because he's going to be home and I'm not going to be able to have him sit there and not get on here, and it's just going to be a chaotic thing. But yeah, my son's going to be 19. I know. Do I look like I have a 19-year-old? Absolutely not. So anyway, it's just going to be crazy. You're going to see me for 4 straight days. 3 on here, 1 on OnlyFans for the next 4 days. So strap up, buttercups. Please do me a favor. Follow me on my social media. Facebook, Instagram, Threads, TikTok, X, and Cameo. All Mel's Mat Chat. You can follow me on my Snapchat and OnlyFans. Real Mel's Mat Chat. Also, please like, share, and subscribe. Turn on the bell for all notifications so when I go live, upload a video, or do it short, you will know about it. So that is that. I'm sorry that things just came out of nowhere and I had to, take care of that. I mean, I was upset about the whole situation that I couldn't review it and even watch it. I couldn't even watch it on that day. I was so upset. And it was during the daytime. I was so pissed. But it's neither here or there. We're going to move on, and that is that. just taking care of some stuff. Superstars. Okay, let's get to some business, okay? All In was really, really good from my perspective. I'm not going to give you entail and everything, but I'm going to give you the Fallout show, which was Dynamite. I know this is going to be out of order. You know what? I'm just going to give you the last week's, and then I'm going to give you that on the back end of the review. Perfect. So it's not out of order, and I'm not going to, if you haven't seen anything. But tomorrow I'm going to try to record it, and then it'll be up so you can watch it whenever the hell you want. Or no, I don't want to go too live. So it's going to be two recording, and I hate doing recordings, but it is what it is. So I'm just going to give you SmackDown so you can get ready for tonight. Tomorrow I'm going to have the SmackDown and Raw from the Go Home shows for the preview and predictions of Bash in Berlin. And then I'll give you that during the earlier part of the day. So you'll have something to watch until I go live. So yeah, that's what it is. So it's going to be very short. Like, we are talking about, we're going to talk about a little bit of what's going on in the world of professional wrestling. And then I'm going to just give you the review of SmackDown. And then you're going to get a super size of the recording for All Out and All In and everything like that. So there's been some revelations and some things that have been coming up about WWE and everything like that. And basically, people are saying that they're moving the Performance Center. No, this is not how it should go. If they want to expand on the Performance Center, because the Performance Center in Orlando is quite full. So for them to churn out more superstars, I think they need to open a second one. I think they need to open a second one in Las Vegas. But this one is legitimately it's like like you start out the base. Or you could do Orlando is you start out and then you move to Las Vegas. You make your name there and everything like that. Do a tour there, get used to that, and then go to Monday Night Raw or SmackDown. I think that's the way it should go. They need a new performance center. They deserve it. They haven't had one, and with COVID and everything, they've had to switch around. They lost Full Sail, so now the performance center is now the new Full Sail, and it just needs, they need a bigger facility, and I'm talking about a bigger facility. I am talking about like the size of like maybe Roosevelt Field. Roosevelt Field would be perfect for them. So like an old mall they can repurpose in Las Vegas. There's plenty of fucking land out there. I mean, Jesus Christ. So I think them doing that would be perfect. And then, you know, UFC could be, they could also have like their like an arena out there. The UFC, they could convert it from an octagon to a wrestling ring, and it's a destination. And if you're there and they're going to do these fights, that they can you know, promote, and then it's something that you could go out there and, you know, visit. Or if you're visiting, hey, let's go see a UFC beginner's fight, or whatever the case may be, you know, something to do on like a whim. Like they have the Broadway, like they have Broadway shows. They have like Las Vegas shows. Well, they could do it this way. With the, I want to address the whole thing with Rikishi. Now Rikishi, I don't know what the hell he's smoking. I understand he's lost 2 family members in 1 year. But I don't know what he's smoking. Put down the God's lettuce. Okay, you're not fit to smoke it. And I know you live in California, so it's like smoking a cigarette. But why are you pissed at your son getting booked the way he is? He manages to get a fucking word over. That's hard. Ask Stone Cold Steve Austin. Ask LA Knight. Why are you fucking bitching and complaining about this? That's number one. Number two, he is a former tag team specialist. And he's on his own. That's hard all on its own. Ask Shawn Michaels. He's the Grand Poobah, the fucking goddamn the Mahatma Gandhi, the Lord and Savior, on how hard it is. So you're pissed off at that because you're pissed off that you're not getting a world title put on him. It's not, he's not away from his brother because of that. It's for a bigger reason. You do realize once they get back together, the stories that they're going to tell with the Gorillas of Destiny are going to feed is going to feed Jey Uso's great-grandchildren, okay? Enough of this. You're not even in the fucking company, number one. Number two, your fucking whole family is taking up the entire fucking company. Roman Reigns. Let's see. Roman Reigns, Tama Tonga, Tangaloa, definitely Hikuleo signed. Roman Reigns, the Usos, The Rock. How much more do you want the Samoans to dominate the fucking company? You need to, as Jay-Z from New York would say, they need to share the pizza pie. Because you're selfish. You're selfish because he's over. You're going to want to put the world title. It doesn't work like that. You're not the booker. Jesus Christ, if you were the booker, you'd be putting all the titles on all of your family members. I mean, look at Nia Jax. She's got the title. That's another one. Trinity Fatu. It's ridiculous. Rikishi, I think you've taken too many blows to the head, or you're just doing it for the fucking Rock at this point. Enough of this shit with you. Your son's getting an opportunity at the Intercontinental title again. Fucking Gunther beat him clean. So right then and there, he's not meant for the world title. He got an opportunity against Damian Priest, failed. He is not meant for world titles. I would gladly put the Intercontinental title, but it's not. He's in a very precarious place. They're trying to get somebody else over. That's the whole point, to get as many people over as possible. Not to fucking goddamn dominate the whole situation, and then you end up becoming stale. It was stale with fucking Roman Reigns. It was getting monotonous. I'm glad that they took the title off of him. Now it's in a different plateau. Now he's a baby face. Wow, that's new. He wasn't a good baby face in the beginning, but now he's an uber baby face. That's the difference between Triple H. And because of I know the reason. Rikishi is not a fucking Triple H guy. He's a Vince McMahon guy. All these guys that are coming out like, oh, this one's not being booked that way, and they're still thinking at their old guard. It's not happening anymore. Things are changing. WWE has changed. And these old timers hate it. Hate it because when they do go back, and they are welcome back into the locker room to say hello to everybody, they're not getting pushed out. Like, yo, let me go do this, let me go do that. It's no. And for the guys who are now no longer with the company, you could tell who was a Vince McMahon guy and a Triple H guy. Look at Bobby Lashley, look at MVP. Do I need to go there? Unfortunately, Ricochet is in AEW now. It just was timing. WWE wasn't offering him to re-up, or he didn't want to and that's quite fine. Wherever he wants to go, see, that's the difference. Wherever WWE superstars or AEW superstars want to go and their contract is up, you have no rights to tell them what to do. I wanted Kazuchika Okada to come to WWE, but did he? No. I said, let this play out. And let it play out it be. He is a shell of his former self, and that's what he chooses. He doesn't want to really work. I mean, he's worked his ass off in New Japan, but what is he going to seriously do in AEW? Say the word bitch all the time? He is the fucking goddamn Young Bucks bitch, basically. Because we all know, sooner rather than later, Kenny Omega's going to come back, and they're going to end up fucking knifing Okada in the back, and they're going to turn on him. It's inevitable. It happens. It's wrestling 101. I would have loved to seen Jay White in WWE. I would have loved to seen all those guys in WWE, but it's their choice. They're over 18 years old. They can sign a contract and go wherever the fuck they want. I just look at it and say, hey, he could have been used so much better here, or this place would have been better if, now AEW cultists, because that's what I'm wearing an AEW hoodie. You can tell. Look. You can tell. I paid money for this, okay? I paid my hard-earned money for this, okay? I paid for this, okay? I have the old school fucking hoodie. I love it. I will never get rid of it. This thing can have holes for all I care. I'm not getting rid of this, okay? I love AEW, but the way it's being booked is terrible. Terrible. I feel like I'm watching Vince McMahon 2.0 at this point. Okay? Don't at me, all right? It's my playpen. I'll do whatever the fuck I want. I'm a proponent as story is always, you live by it, you die by it. With the thing with the bloodline, with what's going on with Rhea and Damien, with the supposedly new and improved Judgment Day. I mean, LA Knight with Logan Paul. I mean, you gotta have story. That's what makes you tune in. That's what makes me tune in. That's what makes me throw my phone down and watch. Because if story isn't there and it's just matches, I could go and watch it on YouTube. I could go and type in two people, and there you go. Watch it, done. I'm satisfied. So circling back to Rikishi and everything like that, I need you to sit several seats down. You're not there on an everyday basis. You're not signed. You have no idea what's going on in the production meetings. You just better be okay, and you better be grateful that your boys are able to get over on their own. All right? We have tag teams that can't get over on their own. You're so lucky that you have two brilliant men that were able to do that. They went from the chanting to the Uso Penitentiary to now this. That's the evolution of your boys. Jimmy, I'm sorry. He's I don't know what the heck is going on. He had an injury or whatever, or he was taking care of his legal woes or whatever the case may be. And that's another issue. Do you honestly think that they're going to reward bad behavior for what your boys are WWE property? They go into restaurants, they go into stores, they go into places. They're always representing the fucking company. And once they do something bad, the sponsors are like, yeah, I really don't push, don't give them the titles right now because he did that, or we're going to pull out. And you can't help the sponsorships. I mean, look what they did with Snickers, with Slim Jim and everything like that. With what happened with the old man. Sponsors do not like to be taken for fools, so you better be grateful that they've had numerous chances. Enough is enough. It's enough. I'm tired of these old timers coming in and saying you should be pushing this one because No, it's not favoritism anymore. It's when Charlotte gets back, I will be shocked. I will be highly shocked if she's not given that title from Nia Jax. I will be highly shocked. Because now the old man's not in charge, so Triple H has his favorites. And it's no longer Charlotte anymore. It's the Rhea, it's the Nias, it's the Baileys, it's the Naomi's, it's the Tiffany's, and everything like that. Charlotte just better just adapt or perish. You guys got to stop also with the whole situation where wrestlers sign. Be happy for them. Be happy that they're putting food on the table, supporting their families, doing what they're doing because they're doing what they want to do when they want to have a career in this. Enough is enough. Stop it. because you're the problem, and this is why we have the problems that we have are in the IWC. That that took about a half an hour to get out. Please do me a favor. Go check out the people over at Maestro Classics at maestroclassics.com. Visit their. I am not sure what about that. Charlie will probably go. I hope not, Mr. Zacky Boy. How you doing, Mr. Zacky Boy? How you doing? Please go check out Maestro Classics, maestroclassics.com. Visit their website for all your beard essentials. Also, go check out Liquid Death at liquiddeath.com. Visit their website to get all your artillery to murder your thirst. You have unflavored water, flavored sparkling water, flavored iced tea, and we have sports packs and hot fudge soda. Ugh. Stick to the seltzer. It's a lot healthier for you. And they also have sports packs, so you can electrolyte your drinks wherever you go. If you're a coffee freak like I am, do me a favor, go check out Deathwish Coffee at deathwishcoffee.com. Visit their website for the world's strongest caffeinated coffee with the lowest acidic rate. Visit their website for you can order just pumpkin chai coffee. You don't have to put it in a bundle, no nothing. You can order it by the caseful. It's on there, and they have really awesome merch. So go check it out at deathwishcoffee.com. Now, I support House of Glory. House of Glory is a local professional wrestling company here in the metro area. So on September 5th, they're going to Chi-Town at the Logan Square Auditorium. We're going to have Mustafa Ali versus Zilla Fatu, Dijak versus Mike Santana. Joe Alonzo is going to be in action. Kylie Ray versus Megan Bain. 6-way championship match. Grigo Loco versus Arez. Then on September 29th, Believe in Glory, because if you say his name, he will appear. Joe Hendry is making his House of Glory debut. And on October 18th, it was just announced, Masato Tanaka, former MLW World Heavyweight Champion, will be on hand and will be in action. The motherfucker, I swear to Christ. When I was watching MLW, when I was watching MLW during COVID times, they didn't have any live things, so they had to show old footage. And this guy has been going at it for 20 plus years. Holy shit. You wanna see old school fucking goddamn Japanese wrestling? Go check this guy out. I've been following his career, and he's been in ECW. ECW, he was in ECW. Like crazy, just crazy. Go follow him. Check him out on the network on Peacock, on the old ECW the old ones, not the newer ones that were on TNT and shit like that. Go check it out with like freaking Shane Douglas and everything like that. Back in the day when we had the triple threat and the whole nine. Oh my God, it was so fucking good. So good. So good. You can tell how fucking old I am by watching that, but go check it out. So that is that. So I'm only going to really cover last week, and then I'm going to get you out of here. I gave you a little something at the beginning, little talking points and shit like that. I will record all in review, and that will be that. So we're going to get to SmackDown. SmackDown from last week. If I can find where I'm looking for. Thank you. Oh my God, I'm like, my nose is so stuffy. SmackDown from last week. Honestly, I shouldn't even be doing this, but adios, the muchachos. All right, last week, so you know what, so you can get yourself ready for tomorrow. WWE Tag Team Title Match: The Bloodline, Tama Tonga, and the Samoan Werewolf, Jacob Fatu, versus the Street Profits. U.S. Title Match: LA Knight versus Santos Escobar, 6-woman tag team match. The Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, and Naomi versus Iba Fire, Isla Dawn, and Blair Davenport. I'm glad they're using her more as well. She's if you followed her before this, and she was also formerly known as Bea Priestley, go check it out. Grayson Waller effect with the champion American Nightmare Cody Rhodes. So the show opens up with a video recapping everything that transpired between the Bloodline and Roman Reigns from last week. We see a shot of the Bloodline entering the arena. Corey Graves and Wade Barrett then welcomes us to the show, and the A-Town and A-Town Down Under are in the ring to kick off the Grayson Waller effect, and they introduced Cody Rhodes as their guest. So he goes and makes his way down to the ring. Grayson Waller stops Cody Rhodes in the middle of his entrance and tells him that they aren't doing that. Rhodes then looks to ask Washi what they want to talk about, but Waller asks them instead of Rhodes. Waller then begins complaining about everything in WWE about Rhodes, including the Grayson Waller effect. They then says he knows how selfish Rhodes truly is. Waller then points out that Randy Orton and Kevin Owens have gotten beaten up because of him multiple times. Rhodes then asks Waller if he's done, then says that Owens has been fighting the Bloodline long before him. Rhodes then says Owens has been beaten up, but he still fights, and credits Owens with helping him become the undisputed WWE champion. Rhodes then questions Waller and Theory alliance before asking Waller if it's a real friendship or if he's just using Theory. Rhodes then addresses Theory directly and reiterates that Waller is simply using him, then sends us to a video of all the friends Owens has betrayed in the past, including Sami Zayn, John Cena, Chris Jericho, Kofi Kingston, and Sami Zayn. That blew my fucking mind. That motherfucker blew my mind. When they showed Chris Jericho on WWE, my, that would have never happened with the old man. If you're wondering, it's coffee. Kevin Owens heads his way out to the ring. Owens says he can't stay in the back any longer, and Rhodes can probably admit that everyone betrayed had it coming with the exception of Kingston. Owens then says himself and Rhodes have never had that kind of relationship, then suggests skipping the physical confrontation that would lead to a tag team match. Owens then calls Nick Aldis out to the ring and asks him to make a tag team match between A-Town Down Under himself and Rhodes, and Aldis makes it official as the main event, as we can coexist. Owens then asks if he had time to get in the ring and beat down Waller and Theory. Aldis then tells him to make it quick, and Owens and Rhodes then beat down A-Town Down Under. Owens then looks to hit a stunner on Waller, but Waller avoids it by pushing him into Rhodes. The United States champion was then showed in the back heading towards the ring for his match with Legado del Fantasma's Santos Escobar. Legado del Fantasma's Angel and Berto pulled. By the way, Humberto signed a new contract with WWE. Out of the ring as Alicia Taylor was making the ring introductions. Angel and Berto then beat down Knight. on the outside and sending him crashing into the ring. Crashing him into the ring steps, shoulder first. That sends him crashing into the ring. Referee Jessica Carr then ejects Angel Alberto from ringside. Electric Lopez then gets in Carr's face, and she ejects Lopez from ringside as well. Carr then checks on LA Knight and calls for the ring to sound once he makes it up to his feet. So the match officially starts off. The match starts off with Knight rolling Escobar, but Escobar kicks out of and hits a jumping knee on Knight. Escobar then sends Knight crashing into the ring post, shoulder first, then continues wearing his shoulder down. Knight then sends Escobar's face repeatedly bouncing off an announce desk. Escobar then returns the favor and climbs up the cart with a giant prime hydration bottle. Escobar then hits a meteor on Knight off of it, sending Knight crashing on the top of the announce desk. Escobar then gets Knight back in the ring and hits him with a frog splash off the top. Escobar then goes for a pin, but Knight kicks out. Escobar then nails Knight and looks to hit him with an elbow drop, but Knight avoids it. Escobar then nails Knight with a boot in the corner as Knight charges at him, but Knight responds with a clothesline on Escobar. Knight then follows it up with a swinging neck breaker and a series of stomps on Escobar in the corner, then hits Escobar with a sidewalk slam and goes for a pin. But Escobar kicks out. Escobar then hits a kick on Knight, then places him on the rope and nails him with an enziguri. Both men teeter on the ropes before Knight pushes Escobar off and hits him with an elbow drop. Off the top, Knight follows it up with a BFT and picks up the win and retains. After the match, hold on. That sends us to a footage of Carmelo Hayes defeating Andrade last week at a brawl that took place following their match. Hayes then cuts a promo where he's in a barbershop and talks some trash about how Andrade wasn't good enough to beat him last week and never will be again. Andrade enters the barbershop and says what happened last week after the match was disrespectful to him, and he will see Hayes next week to set it right. Hayes then agrees, and after Andrade leaves, Hayes tells the barber to lock the door while he is in there talking. This is what I love. This is stuff I like. We go to the next match, which is Blair Davenport, Isla Dawn, Alba Fire versus Jade Cargill, Naomi, and Bianca Belair. But before that, we head to the back where Santos Escobar is giving Angel Humberto a piece of his mind for getting tossed from ringside. Apollo Crews and Baron Corbin then show up and mocks them, and and Escobar says he will go talk to Nick Aldis so they can sort out this disrespect next week. So we go for the 6-woman tag. The match starts off with Belair and Dawn. Dawn delivers some right hands on Belair's spine. Dawn then runs the ropes, but Belair sends her crashing into the mat, then follows it up with a springboard moonsault. Belair then goes for a pin, and Dawn kicks out. Belair then hits a single leg drop on Dawn and flies over the top rope to land on Dawn on the outside. Belair then rolls up Davenport, but Davenport kicks out and tags in Dawn. Fire then tags herself in and double teams Belair with Dawn. Davenport is tagged in, and she hits a double stomp on Belair's spine off the top rope. As Fire goes, holds her in place. Davenport then goes for a pin, but Belair kicks out. Dawn then gets in Cargill's face on the apron, and while the referee prevents Cargill from entering the ring, the Unholy Union and Davenport triple team on Belair. Fire then takes back in and sends Belair crashing into the mat. Dawn. Dawn then hits a meteor on Belair, and Fire pins her, but Belair kicks out. Fire then gets Belair in a submission hold, and Dawn aids Fire from the apron. Belair then escapes with a backbreaker on Fire after the referee catches Dawn. Dawn then tags in and keeps Belair from tagging out with a stomp. Belair then hits a vertical suplex on Dawn and tags in Cargill. Davenport and then tags in, and Cargill nails the Holy Union and Davenport with forearms. Cargill then sends Davenport crashing into the mat, then hits a fallaway slam on Fire that sends her crashing into Davenport. Cargill then chokeslams Dawn and stacks up Davenport and Fire in the corner before she charges at them. Naomi then tags in and hits a crossbody off the top on Dawn and Davenport. Naomi then sends Fire crashing into a corner and hits a double hanging DDT on Dawn and Davenport. Dawn and Fire then beat Cargill down on the outside, and Belair hits a crossbody off the top to land on them. Davenport then rolls up Naomi up, but Naomi kicks out and then hits an enziguri on Davenport out of the corner. Naomi then follows it up with a split-legged moonsault for the win. And that is that. After the match, Belair, Cargill, and Naomi celebrate their victory as the heels head to the back. We get a video showcasing some WWE shows that are going over in Germany and whatnot. The Bloodline head out to the ring. Solo starts off by demanding that Washington acknowledge him. Washington, D.C. acknowledge him. There's two Washingtons. Get it straight here. Then says he has a lot to talk about tonight. Sequoia says Roman Reigns is done, and whether it's Kevin Owens or Cody Rhodes that emerges victorious as champion, he's next in line for a shot. No, you lost. You even wanted the bloodline rules. That means it doesn't matter if somebody helped you or not. You lost. You get in the back of the line. Fake ass goddamn tribal chief. Sequoia then says he'll be bringing the title back to the family and himself. Fans then chant for Reigns as Sequoia calls on Jacob Fatu to step forward. Sequoia then demands Fatu give him the WWE Tag Team Championship belt, and he looks to hand it over to Sequoia then redirects Fatu to give him the belt to Tonga Loa and explains that Fatu can't be a tag team champion if he's going to be his enforcer. Sequoia then hugs Fatu. Fatu looks like he's going to fucking Samoa drop fucking Sequoia. Or Sokoa, whatever. I say Sequoia. It's the New York in me. The Street Profits music then hits and makes their way out with B-Fab. Says no one cares who Sequoia's personal bodyguard is. Montez Ford then says Loa and Fatu are happy because they just got promotions. And Angelo Dawkins says they are about to get demoted when they lose the WWE Tag Team Champions. Oh, thank you so much, Mrs. Zaki Boy. Thank you. I appreciate that. Remember to give me a like. We head to the back where WWE United States Champion LA Knight is being interviewed. Knight calls himself Bi-Coastal Champion. Knight then says he is traveling across the world to defend his title, and he issues an open challenge for his championship next week. We have the WWE Tag Team Champions. I'm going to call them the Gorillas of Destiny versus the Street Profits. And I'm so fucking stoked. It still weirds me out that Tama Tonga and Tangaloa are in WWE and holding titles. Every time I see them with a title, those titles, I'll think that they have the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champions. And don't at me, because those titles are synonymous with them. They will always be the face of that division in New Japan. Tell me when I'm telling lies. The match starts off with Tama Tonga and Angela Dawkins, and both men go after each other. Dawkins then pins Tonga, but Tonga kicks out. Dawkins then hits a flapjack on Tonga and tags in Ford. Ford then nails Tonga with a shoulder tackle and follows it up with a clothesline, then goes for a pin, but Tonga kicks out. Tonga then hits a splash in the corner and delivers some right hands and lefts on Ford. Lower then tags in and Ford hits an enziguri on him. Dawkins then tags back in and the Profits hit a double shoulder tackle on him. Then they then hit a double flapjack on Tonga before Ford hits a splash off the top and goes for a pin. Tonga then breaks the fall and Dawkins sends him out of the ring. Lower then sends Ford out of the ring and Tonga sends him crashing onto the floor. Ford then looks to tag in Dawkins, but Lower prevents him from doing so. Ford hits Lower with a DDT and tags in Dawkins, and Lower tags in Tonga. Dawkins then hits a back elbow on Tonga, and Tonga hits a splash on Dawkins in the corner, then follows it up with an enziguri and goes for a pin. Dawkins then kicks out and hits a twisting neck breaker on Tonga, then tags Ford back in. The Profits then hit a neck breaker, sit out spinebuster on Tonga, and Ford goes for a pin, but Tonga kicks out. Dawkins then tags back in, and Ford flies to land on Tonga and Lower on the outside. Sequoia then distracts the referee, allowing Tonga to have flatliner on Dawkins for the win. You think that these guys were going to lose the titles to the Street Profits? Are you out of your fucking mind? So then after the match, the Bloodline continues the Profits, beating down the Profits, but DIY make their way down to the ring to even up the odds. Tommaso Ciampa hits a knee on Fatu, then follows it up with a double super kick on Sequoia. DIY then sets up a meet me in the middle, but Fatu grabs Johnny Gargano's ankle. The Bloodline then regains the upper hand, and Fatu hits a Samoa drop on Ciampa. Fatu then hits a hip attack on Gargano and hands him over to Sequoia. Sequoia then hits Samoan spike on Gargano and then hits another one on Ciampa. Fatu places the Ulafala around Sequoia's neck. The Bloodline stands holding up one symbol. We head to the back where we see Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens having a conversation. Owens assures Rhodes that all the betrayals in the video A-Town Down Under showed him were because the people he turned his back on deserved it. And Rhodes responds by telling him that he's prepared for whatever's coming next. This is going to be a good match on Saturday afternoon. Seriously. We see B-Fab emerge from the trainer's room to assure Byron Saxton, the WWE Universe, that the Street Profits are fine, as Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell rush into the trainer's room to check on DIY. We get a video package on Minchin showcasing her upcoming street fight against Nia Jax for the WWE Championship. We see Nia Jax telling Pretty Deadly and Tiffany Stratton that Minchin will never touch her crown again and grumpily dismisses them from her presence. We then see Chelsea Green and Piper Niven gossip about Nia and say it will be a great opportunity for Tiffany to cash in after the street fight. Nia then shows up and tells them she is in no mood, and they backed away. WWE Champion Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens make their way down to the ring, and we have that match against the A-Town Down Under. Match starts off with Cody Rhodes and Grayson Waller. Rhodes hits an open palm strike on Waller. Owens then tags in and delivers some strikes on Waller. Owens then hits Waller with a back elbow and a senton, then goes for a pin, but Waller kicks out. Rhodes then tags back in and nails Waller with a double back elbow with an aid of Owens. Theory then tags in and delivers some right hands on Owens. Owens then hits a frog splash off the top on Waller and tags in Rhodes. Rhodes then hits a back elbow and a scoop power slam on Waller, then follows it up with a disaster kick and takes down Theory on the outside. Waller then hits Rhodes with the rolling flatliner and tags in Theory. Theory then nails Rhodes with a clothesline, but Rhodes responds with a Cody cutter. Theory then hits a back suplex on Rhodes and tags Waller back in. Waller and Theory then look to double team Rhodes, but Rhodes then sends them both crashing out of the ring. Owens then climbs to the top and hits a senton off the top rope, then goes for a pin, but Waller kicks out. Rhodes then hits Theory with a crossroads, but Waller sends him crashing out of the ring. Owens then looks to hit a stunner on Waller, but Waller sees him coming, rolls Owens up. Owens then kicks out and hits a pop-up powerbomb on Waller for the win. Of course, they're going to keep them strong. After the match, commentary runs through the Bash and Berlin card, with the match being added with the WWE Women's Tag Team titles. The Unholy Union versus Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair. After this, I don't want to see any more of them. They need to put other people. Go to NXT. That's what they were inception for. Until fucking the old man decided, no, we can't see that title on NXT. They need to have their own. And then they ended up merging them. How fucking moronic was that? Thank you, old man. This is the thoughts of a fucking 80-year-old geezer. We see Kevin Owens holding the undisputed WWE Championship in his hands, and it appears like he was going to hit Cody Rhodes with it, but he instead walks over, hands it to Rhodes before talking more trash to Theory and Waller at ringside, and that's when we went off the air. So yeah, I've revamped this whole situation. So tomorrow at some point, I'm going to record my review of All In. I'm also going to add Dynamite to that, so you could get the whole perspective. It's going to be about maybe an hour and a half. Then legitimately, I'm going to upload that on Saturday. Saturday is when it's going to launch. You'll have something to watch. I'm going to go live on Friday. I'm going to go live, and I'm going to then do my preview predictions of Bash in Berlin. Go live legitimately right after Bash in Berlin. On my OnlyFans, where you can pay $5 a month, I will be doing preview predictions. So I'm going to do the go home show for No Mercy on there. It's going to be completely topless. Pay $5. You can see my top odds. Then right after that, I'm going to go live legitimately right after that on OnlyFans for the review. So that is that. But enjoy the rest of the day. Please please like, share, and subscribe. Turn on the bell for all notifications. So when I go live, upload a video, or do a short, you will know about it. Please do me a favor. Go check out Maestro Classics at maestroclassics.com. Go check out Liquid Death at liquiddeath.com. Go check out Deathwish Coffee at deathwishcoffee.com. HOG Wrestling at hogwrestling.net. And then also, please go follow me on Threads, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, X, and Cameo. All Mel'S Mat Chat. Please do me a favor and go check out my Snapchat and OnlyFans, Real Mel'S Mat Chat. You'll be seeing me a lot this weekend, so hopefully everybody will enjoy. Have a great Thursday. I love you all, and I'll see you tomorrow.